So here is young Garrett Jr. He is about to age up to 18. And this is his future bride. But there's this big gap. I'm behind on aging up. He should have been an adult by now, for real. But I'm just a little bit behind on aging up on my household. But here he is. Now here's the thing about when you have teens in the Sims game. They're in high school, right? But once they become in the real world, at least in America, once you turn 18, you're still in high school, but you're also a legal adult. So what do you do when you have a young adult who's dating a teen and one of them ages up? They can no longer connect or have interactions as a couple. So if they start, of course, adults shouldn't be dating teens. Of course, that would not be appropriate. But then, when they're in high school and you have that, they're technically teens until they're 19, right? But when they're in high school together, one's legally adult, right? But they're still in high school. They're still the same age. But in Sims, the age groups are just, well, they're, there's just a big gap. Like, for example, when a kid has a birthday party in The Sims and has all their Sim friends there that are kids also, and then as soon as that age up happens, they become this teen that looks so much older than the rest of them, and it's so awkward to have this teen surrounded by a bunch of little kids. Anyways, so in the Sims games, when one of your teens, who are a couple, ages up, then they're disconnected as far as interactions, but they'll still have the buff that they're a couple, and they're promised to each other, right? By the time she ages up. But if you have the passionate gift mod, you can keep that romance buff thing. There's like a gauge in the relationship bar or whatever to keep it from going down. You can use the passionate gift mod, and they'll have a little bit of romantic interaction, even though one of them's an adult and the other is still a teen, not yet aged up. So you want to keep that, romance going if you're planning to, keep them together as a couple as they get older or whatever, which this is Garrett Jr. He is one of the youngest sons of my patriarch. Yes. There's Garrett Sr., Garrett, and then this is Garrett Jr. Anywho's, and so I definitely want to keep these two together. I think they're a good match. But he's not ready to be aged up yet. I'm a little behind on this household and aging them up. I'd rather have him be in a teen for at least a little bit. So she's going to go off to college with the triplets in the college house that I built for them. And so he'll be, a little bit behind, but he will age up not too long from now. So in the meantime, they'll be limited on their interactions, but he'll still be like attracted to her. They'll still be consciously aware that they are a couple. But if there, of course, in The Sims, an adult cannot have any of those kinds of interests towards a teen. It's just, of course, that wouldn't be appropriate. But when they're already a teen couple, then it will still continue once one ages up. So there's at least that they don't have to start all over. That would be kind of a bummer if, you have a teen couple and then one ages up before the other one does, and then they'd have to start all over in their friendship or relationship. That would not be cool. Anywho's. And by the way, all this bare spot happened because of the seasons. When I added seasons, a lot of the flowers and plants and stuff disappeared. This is a base game house. This is Will Creek World. And so there's those usually all that dirt spot. There's usually plants there. But when I added seasons, not all the plants will be there depending on what season it is. And so this is currently summer. It's kind of a bummer. That's one of the reasons why I didn't get seasons, because just the whole plant thing. I love year-round, same weather, across the board. I can grow any plant I want, anytime I want. But seasons opens up so many different plants. especially with the flower arrangement. Oh my gosh, the different types of flowers that you can get and use or whatever. Anywho, so this is the house in Willow Creek World that has the first two, one of the first two siblings that I created. I created 2 sets of siblings in my first week in summer 2023. And these siblings, brother and sister, they got married. And so they lived together, brother and sister, each with their spouse and their kids. And so this is that house. And Garrett Jr. is one of their youngest sons. So they was like their middle-aged kid, whatever. And so when she ages up from teen to adult, she will no longer have the ability to like do the things that teens can do together. But they can still do a lot of different things. It's just kind of an awkward thing in the Sims game. Because, you know, they don't want the adults, like, dating teens. Because that's not appropriate, right? But I'll tell you, the MC Command Center is a little bit different. Which I don't agree with. Like, she as a teen can get pregnant by any aged male. Or, you know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to start a pregnancy with a teen, which I don't support promoting that, okay, that in my world, that's not okay. Of course, none of my Sims, you know, mess around unless they're married. I think that's... Anyways, I just don't... I know a lot of people like to play the whole teen pregnancy thing, but anyways, I don't promote that. Anywho's, that's just me. And so, but a teen male cannot get anyone pregnant, even with the MC Command Center. So I feel like that's a little off to let the female teen get pregnant by any age person, but the male cannot. A male teen cannot impregnate anybody. To me, that's like, I don't think that's I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe that's sometimes they just overlook stuff. But anyways, none of my teens get pregnant. But in The Sims, without any mods, you know, teens can only date teens. So that's the way it should be. But in The Sims world, but in The Sims world, it's like as soon as you turn 18 and become a legal adult, you're no longer in high school. Okay, but that's not how it is in the real world. Like in the real world, you got legal adults, technically, who are still kids because they're still in high school. And yeah, I'm not trying to insult anybody who's 18 by calling them a kid. I'm just saying, you know. So anywho, she just, when she ages up, she's not going to go off to college yet because I'm waiting for my triplets to age up and then they're all going to go to college together. If you want to see the college house that I built, just check my build playlist, which I might put a link of that at the end of this video. You can see the house that they're going to be living in. It's in the Discovery University. So it's got a room for 8 people. You could either have 8 students, or you can have a house manager, which I prefer to have a house manager in there. So there's an older guy. There she is. Now she's an adult. Now she's an adult, and he's a teen, but they're still a couple. There's Freddy the poodle. Frederick, a.k.a. Freddy. He's just chillaxing. Anyways, so the college house. So now, see, there's a passionate gift mod, and you can still use that to have romantic interactions with a young adult who just aged up from teen with their still teen boyfriend. But that's really the only way that you can. I don't know how other people do that when they have teen couples, unless they just age them up at the same time. But the college house will have 7 students and 1 house manager. And so the 3 triplets, and it's going to be co-ed, and their boyfriends. There's like, you know, male rooms, and then there's female rooms, and then the house manager. And so there's going to be 7 students and 1 house manager. And so we've got the 3 triplets, their boyfriends, the house manager, and her will be in the college house. And Garrett Jr. here, he'll be going like the following year.
Oh, Yibs.
And it's such a sweet, I love that mod. Give flowers and a heart necklace. And there's another romance gift mod, and it gives like purses, really cute purses, and watches. And there's also another mod where you can actually have a gift delivered depending on what packs you have. So like if you have the ranch pack, you can have it delivered. I haven't even used these mods since I got seasons because I think there's other things that... But I think that's kind of cool to have a romantic gift delivered to a loved one. That is so cool. And it doesn't have to be a romantic person. I mean, it can be just any person that you want to have a gift delivered to. So I loved the gift options. And I think they've added some new ones like this right here. You just click on friendly, affection, and then gift. And you can give, you know, like a romantic gift, or you can give like a friendly gift, which can be so many different things.
Kisana Snaby. Oh, free.
Shepim Lanji. Chapin.
And those bell bottoms. Oh my goodness, so cute. Let me do some selfies. Okay, so now they're at her mansion. She's staying at this mansion that I just recently built. There's Cherry, one of the triplets that she's good friends with. And she's going to be going to college with her in the house that her parents built for her. And her 2 triplet sisters. And so this is like the hallway stairwell that's in between the movie room and the bowling alley in this mansion. I don't know why they went here, but whatever. And that hat is so cute. I don't know why he's wearing indoors. It's like something you wear outside to keep the sun out of your face. Anyways, so this is a funny thing that's going on with the gaming, and I don't know when or how this started. But I don't think this has been like this. I think I would have noticed this before. Look how they're all looking at each other. They're not looking at the screen. Like, what is up with that? What is this sort of, like, blind challenge? Like, I'm gonna beat you without looking at the screen. Like, they're not allowed to look at the screen. They look at each other instead of the screen. And they're playing games against each other. It's so funny. Like, what is up with that? Has anybody else noticed that? That just recently started, because I have plenty of videos of them playing games. This was the GameCube that you got with the Christmas time sign-in event rewards. And so this is, I'm telling you, it didn't do it like this, so I don't know why we're doing this. Anyways. And you always notice in my games, I always have that My Wedding Story table there for instant food. Okay, so now they're going to go ice skating. And only Rihanna has ice skating skills. So this is the first time I've actually built with second basement also. There's 2 basement levels. Which gives you... Look at her going through that wall like that. What on earth? Oh my goodness. I don't know why she's stomping around like that too. That's Garrett Jr.'s mama. So... she's hanging out with him today. And I love that she had the opportunity to get to meet everybody, to include Garrett's mom. So... yeah, that's actually how she went over and went over to visit her, and that's when she met Karatina. And there's Cherry, her bestie. She just gave Cherry a late Christmas present. So this is the indoor ice skating rink that I built. First time I built an indoor ice skating rink. In the second basement, all you have to do to build an indoor one is set your walls to medium height. And I've noticed there's been some buggy stuff with the walls lately, some building issues, but anyways, it worked out. So I love that they give us the option to have an indoor skating rink. And the servo, this is her first time skating, so she's actually doing really well. I don't think that their fitness level has anything to do on how quickly they learn to skate. Because Rihanna here, she had no fitness skills whatsoever. And Cherry I think she's maxed out on her fitness skills. Because she rides bikes, she swims, she works out, and she's already learned how to roller skate. But Rihanna, she learned very quickly. So I guess that's just something that's randomized by the game. Whoop! Uh-oh. Whoa! I've never ice skated outdoors other than messing around at the creeks or the rivers in shallow water when it freezes over. But like, I've never been to an outdoor skating rink, but I have been to indoor skating rink. But I used to go roller skating when I was a teenager. So much fun. And I never really got to as an adult because I went to college and then I went in the military and I got injured, and so that was the end of any activities like this. So I never had to do stuff like that. Okay, so this presents over here is a really cool thing that comes with seasons. You just stack a box of presents for any party or whatever, and anybody can open them. You can open them together instead of like giving gifts. So I just really think that's cool. And then it has this like mess after you've opened gifts. So that's a really cool thing for Christmas time, which I didn't have seasons at Christmas, but that gives it a realistic atmosphere of having a bunch of mess after opening gifts. And I put the floor lamps in the pools and in the lamps to give this glow at night. And the cool thing about those floor lamps is you can actually change the colors. If you want to make inside of your house look a certain color for whatever event, like pink or blue or whatever, you can just click on that and change for your whole property. Or of course you can turn the color lights off also. But I kind of stick them inside plants and stuff because I love colored lights on properties at night. I think it's just so pretty. But, you know, if people download my stuff from the gallery and they don't like that, they can just turn them off by just clicking on one of them. And you just turn all the lights off, and then you just mainly turn the lights on in the rooms that you want to have on. And that should disable those lights.
Jim, help in a zig.
So he's got school, so it's kind of late. He's gonna have to be going here in just a little bit. They're gonna give another gift, but it's kind of funny when they're holding something in their hand while they're giving a gift.
Zoppy.
But I think the ability to keep them as a couple, even though she's aged up and she's technically an adult now, I think that's realistic, because if you're in high school and you're dating somebody and then they become an adult, or pretell, maybe a 16-year-old dates a 17-year-old and one of them goes off to college, you know what I mean, but they're still dating, I think it should be supervised, but I mean, it's just, I think it's realistic. Because sophomores date seniors, it happens all the time. And, or technically, once somebody turns 18, they are an adult. In some states, they're not allowed to be with somebody who's technically an adult, even though they're in high school together. Some of those states they still have those. Some states, I think it's 17, some states are 16, and some states are 18. So it's a little awkward in that whole one ages up before the other ordeal.
Faya? Vadish. Oh.
But yeah, so this is cute. You give him a camera. Mr. Loves to take selfies with his phone, and now has a selfie camera.
Jonga.
So I have build playlists, and I do episodes. I also do crochet tutorials. I do pour painting tutorials, just random stuff. You just click on the home tab of my channel page and scroll down. I have playlists. I also read the Bible by the books if you like listening to that. Let's see, what else? I just do random kind of stuff. I've got poodles if you like dogs or animal vlogs. But I love crafts. So if you're somebody that does crafts and you do videos, please let me know. I would love to check your videos out.
Himba believe? Huh? Oh, Pana Diola.
So he's got to go. It's school day for him. So I appreciate you stopping in. Aren't they cute? Aren't they a cute couple? Garrett Jr., offspring of one of my first sibling sets that I ever created. And Rihanna. I think they'll have cute kids together. And then it's his mom right there on the left with the purple hair, lavender hair. That's going to be it for this one. Stay tuned for more.